The word that guys keep using is disconnected. I guess with a team there weren't that many off-season changes. What would be the reason for that in your mind? What's just not connecting at the moment?
I think you could see last year that we just had that flow from our own zone. I think it was guys playing roles, identities, and understanding how that worked together. Right? I think the disconnection comes when you're trying to create something instantly. You want something to work right away. When I think last game, you look at it was a process. We built our game. We closed quick in the D zone. Everyone was connected, and then you move up through the zones, and that's our identity. We were great on the rush, but I think we wore teams down with offensive possession versus probably this year where it's probably the other way. And I'd say that's the disconnection.
Do you think it's the teams that figured out how to play against you guys in the systems, because it hasn't really changed much from last year in terms of the system?
I wouldn't look into the system. I would look into how we're performing the system as a unit. It goes back to what I said to Kevin. It's doing your job. It's like that Bill Belichick. All the time. It's finding out what you need to do in order to either help out your teammates or your line mates too. Building plays, and it's a process. It is. I don't think anyone's learned anything in the first 10 games for any team. It's a long season, but it's one that you have to start building in order to go in the right direction.
Does that give you hope that maybe it's early and guys are still trying to figure out their exact role and how to play?
Yeah, I mean it's a double-sided coin there. It's a cutthroat league. No one cares what's going on in this room. Other teams, Montreal walks away with 2 points and they're happy. I think that's what it's more about. It's trying to just find it as quick as possible, but knowing that you can't get too high and you can't get too low. And you'll hear that, I think, throughout the whole season, and I've heard it my whole career. It's never as good as you think it is, and it's never as bad. So the more we find our roles and the more we pick each other up is when we'll go in the right direction.
Frustration was pretty evident tonight. How do you kind of use that emotional turmoil and toe the line between being undisciplined but being able to light a fire under the team and get it going?
Yeah, it's a fine line. It's tough when I think they had a couple of bounces, right? And I think that's where the frustration is. And this group is so tight knit. I don't think you're seeing frustration between guys for effort level. I think it's, hey, you need to pick it up and do your job so I can do my job the best. And then I bounce off the shin pad when it's a 10-foot wide shot that goes in. A broken stick that goes backdoor. Things that, maybe better answer your question is just controlling what we can control and focusing on that and focusing in the moment. And I think that's going to help us get out of this.
Are the struggles in the second period, is that a byproduct of the disconnect, given the second period, the long change, or do you think that's just noise?
I probably have to look at the stats on that. It's right. It's probably in every situation that long change, that far winger has to hold ice, and it's those plays, it's those reads on the wall. It's hey, either you get out of your zone and you're good, you're going the other way, or you're in your zone for 30, 40 more seconds. Maybe the power play penalty kill too, right? You on that far side of the ice, I think it probably makes a difference, but I don't know the stats about it.
Last one. Okay, thanks.